Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to another bar by bar analysis here on my channel. Today is March 15th, 2022, and I appreciate those that watched the video yesterday. I apologize for it being so long. With a lot of price action, it takes a lot of time to go through and analyze everything. So it was a 40-minute video, but I got some solid feedback on it, and I appreciate those that gave their input on that. That being said, I'm working on ways to reduce the amount of time these videos take. I want them to be consumable so people can watch them. Um, but for these longer videos, fast forward to a part of the day that you were trading in, and just see how I analyze the market personally, and do what you can to find benefit in these videos because I think they're helpful, and I enjoy making them a lot. So I started the day trading, I think around 8:40. I came in a little bit late, and then I finished trading around 10:30ish. So try to aim for about 2 hours if I can get a few solid trades in the morning. I'm not looking to continue trading afternoon. So right now is noon. It's Central Time, 12:10 Central Time. So we'll just get right into it here. I marked the level of resistance here at the top and level of support here at the bottom. I saw prices kind of holding in the middle area of this range before trading down. It found a low to mark the overnight lows, and then prices pushed above EMA, and they've been holding above EMA as the day started. So I marked the uptrend moving up. Off the first swing, we had a break, move to a new high. Some people probably looked at extending this range, right, to incorporate this swing here, swing here. So yeah, broke to a new high. And then if you extend the channel here, it's holding neatly, but then we have a break and we're attempting to find a new high here. So that's what I'm seeing as market opens. We're looking to find that new high and prices are pushing up, um, continuously making new highs here. And as we continue to push up, we can start looking at maybe smaller short-term trends here moving up. And I forgot to mention, but based on the pre-market, right? Pre-market context, we have overnight highs, overnight lows. We could be looking at a potential trading range for the day, right? Because prices found a bottom, moving our way to the top here. Prices come back down and come back up, almost forms a double top here, and so we could anticipate that prices are going to reverse back down to the lows for the day. So that's just kind of the game plan. We got to think overall context is yes, prices are pushing above EMA, but we could be looking for prices to reverse and push back down to the low side. So that's just something to consider. Overall context is important. Prices are continually pushing up, but we're creating new highs. We have a new high. So this uptrend played out. We had a short-term trend with a break and new high. This short-term trend played out. We could be looking. Oh, and then additionally, we're breaking above this level of resistance here at the top of this of the overnight highs. We're breaking above overnight highs, and we could be looking for prices to come back down into this trading range. So we have to be very careful about taking longs. This uptrend has already played out. So unless we get nice confirmation that we're going to continue pushing up, I'm hesitant to be taking any longs at this time. Um, from this move here, people could see. I don't like that. That's too wide. We had break new high, first entry long, prices come back down. Nice bullish bar for a second entry long if it triggers. I just don't, I would need a little bit more confirmation to go long before choosing that long bias because we've had these nice uptrends play out based on these rules. We do have a short term trend working down with a break and attempt at a new low, but prices are holding above EMA. So um, some people are going to take this. I came in too late. I didn't take this, but I could see how people could take this if it triggered. And it does trigger and it reverses and it stops people out. So um, it is hard to see in the moment. You see a nice second entry long bullish bar looking to go long, but when you consider the overall context of the day, we've been pushing higher and higher, and we need to see how prices are going to react um, when we're around this EMA, and prices hold here, prices hold here. It's a very aggressive one. I could see how people could take that, but that's one of those trades that you get stopped out on. Um, you get this bearish bar that pushes down below EMA. Prices try pushing back up above EMA. EMA almost looks like prices look like it's reversing. When you see this price action moving down, you can almost find some sort of channel working down. Um, I guess the way people could play this is it's a second entry long, but it fails. So if you're able to recognize that first entry long, second entry long failure, trading back um, into this bigger trading range, we could be looking to trade a failure. And where are you going to enter that, right? People are going to be looking at this bearish signal bar, looking to go short here, short on that bar. People get sucked in to go long. And when prices reverse and a nice close below EMA in this short-term downtrend that we're drawing, this channel, people are going to go short there. Ticks below, people are in that trade. It continues down, people will get that scalp. So even if you missed, even if this one stopped you out, you take that second entry long and it fails, reverses on you. If you can just stay composed, look for the next bars to form. You get this bar, it's pretty big, 20 ticks. You can try and retrace and maybe enter around 925, right, where this close and this open bar kind of meet. You can maybe try and tick back, and then prices would have came back, filled your order, and then pushed exactly where you wanted them to. So it's just something to consider. We do have a lower high here, and I accidentally fast forwarded a little bit, but with prices reversing, we're trying to push back down into the range. This could be an aggressive one. Again, another big bar, but that could be an aggressive one that people take, and that does work out. Scalps out. Prices continue to push down. We're not looking to trade back long. No counter trends. Um, let's see, what can we find? Got a short-term trend down, break and new low. So downtrend is played. This short-term downtrend is played out. Prices come back up, come back down, almost to find a double bottom. New low, first entry short. Prices come back. Don't quite reach the EMA, so no entry on that second entry short. That second entry short fails, moves back up, but we're not looking to trade counter trend. Prices holding below EMA. We're looking for prices to reverse and go back down. Going to extend this trading range a little bit and continue. New low, first entry, second entry short. No prices holding at the EMA right now. We're kind of just sitting on our hands, seeing what's going to happen here. I guess this is one that people could take. If you had drawn in a trend working up, you have a break with the close outside of the range, attempting to make a new high. Um, I didn't take it or anything, but I could see people maybe eyeing this bar out, but I don't think people would have gotten in there. It might have moved a little too fast, but you break in, make that new high. This short-term uptrend is played out. And what were we anticipating? We were looking for prices to hold EMA and prices to continue pushing back down to the low side. We didn't quite get that. We had a break, reach new high. So we could look for prices to continue pushing up. And as prices continue to work, we can possibly look at making it bigger. New high, let's see. So This bar confirms this channel. The only hesitancy I would have is this level of resistance. We'd be kind of going into this resistance. That being said, you do have room to the highs here. It is a higher low on a confirmed channel 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth touch. If it triggers above this bar, I'd take this higher low. I'd take that higher low. And if you managed to get in there, you would have scalped out, possibly gotten a nice runner. Prices come back down and break this channel that we have drawn in. Break of the channel. We could potentially try to make a new high here, but with us being at the highs already for the day, I want to see how prices react to EMA again. So prices come back down. It looks like prices are holding EMA. We have a second entry long, first entry, second entry long that triggers. People could take this bar and short this bar. So if you manage to get in here, boom, you're in that trade and you scalp out. Okay, so trend line moving, channel moving up, clean break. It's questionable whether we're going to reach that new high um, because you have this new high, you have this lower high, so we could continue to push back down with the data that we have, and I think that's worth the risk. You can take that trade. Prices coming back down. All prices holding above the 200 EMA at this time. New low. No way to enter this move up. And the other thing I kind of forgot to draw is you have a short-term trend down as well. Just go back for 1 second. You basically have that channel drawn in there. And as soon as you get that confirmation, that's even more confirmation to go short. And then at this point, you'd have a break attempt. You'd be looking to make that new low. No first entry or second entry shorts. Prices continue to push back above EMA. Very strong rally up with all these bars. The second entry, the new low, first entry short, second entry short, but you're not looking to go short counter trend. Not looking to go short counter trend, especially because now prices are really pushing above these overnight highs when we thought they were going to be pushing down low to the bottom here. So we're not looking to go short. We want to try and find those longs. And maybe some people enter this and could have scalped out, but it's just you're not going to always win those, so stay away from them. Okay, as we continue to make new highs here. Or wait, what did I do? So this could be a break. I don't want to shift things around here. So possible break and new high. We need to see how prices are going to react. They continue to make new highs, so we could be dealing with a bigger pattern here. Look how far prices are away from EMA. We're not looking to trade any of this. Okay, so this is definitely a clean. There's a break that happens. Break, new high, first entry, second entry. We're not looking to go long. A little bit of consolidation or congestion with overlapping bars. So something to draw in, right? We had a new high here, first entry, second entry long. I don't like that. These two bars here pushing. So prices tried pushing down below the EMA, but nothing. It couldn't do anything. Prices worked up. Congestion with these overlapping bars. Yeah, this high first entry, second entry long. If this was like a higher low in a way, if this was a higher low, I would feel more comfortable taking it. With two stems, two bullish candles forming, I could see people taking an aggressive trade. Um, but I just don't recommend it. I mean, even if you were here and you said, okay, yeah, I'm gonna try trading this next bar would have formed, ticked up, and then stopped people out. And then maybe people could have re-entered on this one and people would have been in it. Okay, and they would have gotten a scalp. But it's just a little bit, there's too much congestion here. These stems, right? I want the body of the candle closer to the EMA. If we have the stems close to the EMA like this, it's just not good enough for me. It's too risky. I've seen prices play out in ways that I don't like many times like that. But we trade up into this little trading range here. So we could be anticipating prices to push back out of the trading range. What bigger patterns do we have here? Do we have anything that could be an option? We don't know. These are just tentative channels, right? New high, first entry long. It would be nice to get a second entry long. Second entry long. Okay, so we could be looking for a second entry long failure at this time but no, we need a little bit more information because we have this short-term channel moving down. Could a uptrend have played out? See, I could see us trading both ways. I could see prices pushing above EMA and holding for a higher low to go long, but I could also see first entry, second entry short failure. This is an okay bar to go short on, but it's a little bit too iffy for me. So I'm just sitting on my hands right now. Some people that went short would have been in that trade, possibly gotten stopped out on this trade. And there's the trap. People get trapped trying to go short here. They get stopped out, and then immediately prices reverse. Prices holding neatly below EMA. The short-term channel working down, slight break, looking for that new low. This could be a candle to go short on. That looks like a channel, a candle to go short on. Prices break above EMA. I'm sorry, break above the trading range, generates momentum to the opposite end of this trading range. People are in this trade. I don't even know if people would have scalped out 1150 to 950, so 2 points. People would have been out depending on your entry. Price is coming back up to the top. I'm very curious to see how prices hold. I'm not looking to make any trades right now. But once this downtrend played out, prices could reverse and go higher. So we have this new low first entry short. People could treat this as a higher low and potentially go long here. That's aggressive. I wish that this signal bar would have looked a little bit more bullish before I took it, but I could see why people would have traded that and scalped out. New low first entry short, second entry short failure. Nice bullish bar. I don't want to extend that range too much because it doesn't necessarily apply over here. We had downtrend break, new low, first entry short, second entry short, failure, depending on how that bar, which way that bar went first, whether prices went up or down first. I'm just going to extend that a little bit. This could be a higher low. It could be a failed second entry short that people would go long on. So I'm going to mark that. You don't get into this trade. You don't get into this trade. It never triggers. And with the bars overlapping here, I'm hesitant to trade anything. Bars really moving sideways. EMA is also flattening out. Prices push down below, come back up. New low, first entry, and we got a new low. Prices push above. So maybe this trading range did extend. Yeah, look at that. That holds fairly close. That holds fairly close. We want to incorporate as much of these prices as we can. So as we get more data, we extend this range a little bit. This is where the uptrend starts pushing up. We're not close to EMA. Not looking to trade anything. No counter trend trades for me. Prices continue to push up. All right, I had to pause the video for just a second. Sorry about that. Prices holding. No trades. We're not trying to go short. We had a break of this uptrend, right? Even after that, we want to draw it after the first swing. So prices start to wane over a little bit. Break, new high. First entry long. We continue to push higher. Let's see here. So as we continue to push, we want to try and see, could we be dealing with bigger trends at play? And we almost always are. It's just hard to spot them, right? Because we want to try and incorporate as much prices as possible. See, these are tentative channels that you can draw while you trade, but just be cautious. Be cautious about them. I'm not seeing anything that's standing out too crazy. If we have a bigger channel at play, we could have something like this. Second entry, short failure, new low. First entry, second entry, short failure. Prices reverse, continue to move up. Before prices strongly pushing below EMA, we're looking to see how prices are affected as they come back up to the EMA. So new high, first entry long, and prices continue to fall. They are pushing strongly from the high, first swing. Second entry long, break, attempted a new low. Looks like we're almost at this kind of, I can see this as a double bottom. Break, new low. So that resets the count for some people. Other people would see this as a new low. First entry short, come up to second entry short if prices are holding. But I don't know. We just tried attempting to make a new low. So I'm not going to try it again. I'd want maybe a lower high, but that's an aggressive one I could see people take. People would be in that trade, and it works out. Not the best signal bar, but I could see people possibly going short here. And as prices continue to push lower, we have to ask ourselves, okay, well, where's this bigger channel at? That's a break. We've got new low, first entry short, prices above EMA. For a second entry short, we get nothing. It would have been great if prices came back and we got a second entry short failure back to the high side. We didn't get any of that. Strong push up, new high, first entry long, second entry long too far from EMA. Prices continuing to push up. And this could even be like a spike and channelish sort of, right? Spike and then like a channel. It could be something like that as well. But prices are just too far from EMA to make any trades here. New high, first entry long, second entry long, boom, second entry long failure, back going short. I kind of like that look. We had a spike channel moving up, slight break and a new high. Marking this new high, marking this high, first entry long, prices come back down, second entry long and reverse. Prices are respecting the EMA. I'd go short here if I saw this real time. And boom, look at that. That would have been a nice trade. And what time was this? 11:49 Central Time. I stopped trading. When did I stop trading? I think like closer to like 10, maybe around here is when I stopped. But you would have been sitting for a little, or at least I would have been sitting for a little bit. I would have seen that. I would have taken that. Prices pushing down. It almost looks like prices are ranging just a little bit. We could have a bigger trading range here, but prices are slowly making their way up. We can't forget this 200 EMA also gives us that clear indication that prices are trending heavy to the long side. New high, first entry long, second entry long, big bearish bar. And prices continuing to find a level of support down here, still above 200 EMA, so we can continue to see prices moving up. New low, first entry long, no entry there. Prices continue to push down. And that's it for the day. We have the new low. First entry short just triggered. We'd have to let prices play out a little bit. We could potentially see a second entry short set up in this downtrend right now that we're kind of meeting this 200 EMA. Prices could continue pushing down, but we just won't know. That's my analysis for today. We never really pushed back into this trading range. We could later as the day goes on, but that's what I was saying at the beginning is there were some trades that I would feel confident in taking, and then others that maybe would have been a little bit more aggressive. Like this one right here. I want to zoom into this one real quick. With this trade here, I did take this trade, but I entered in a way, I entered on the engulfing bar. So we had a new high here, first entry long, prices come back down, second entry long. I wasn't looking to go short below this bar. I wasn't enter. I didn't want to enter below this specific bar, so I let prices play out a little bit. Prices pushed up. They tried pushing up below, I mean above the EMA, and as prices were reversing, I added. I think I entered my order around 14 or 13.75, and I scalped out. Um, I wouldn't wait for this bar to close before entering because that's a pretty big bar. And to mitigate risk, you want to enter a little farther back because your stop goes one tick above the signal bar. And if you're entering all the way down here, if you're entering all the way down here, that's what are you risking? Nearly 287.50 for one contract. That's 5.75 points. No, that's just too risky. You'd want to, if you're going to risk something, you enter as the prices move below this point, and then you're only risking 3 points, right, rather than 5 points. So anyway, I appreciate those that were watching the video. Again, like, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you know exactly when these videos drop. Share it with a friend if you think someone else would find this valuable. I am going to work to make these videos shorter. I'm going to work at making these videos better. I appreciate those that watch it and that have good, solid feedback. And until next time, thanks for watching.